So I'll help you. If you're okay, so it's going to do pay 1.8. If you pay 1.8,
and eventual grants for everyone. No, yes, everything you research, we can work together.
Because we can't let you go in just like this, so I have to go in separate bits. So
we buy and then you take the money from
the 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes.
We're funding this vaccine as opposed to it that works.
And also try to developing further actually either find it for the substance or read the next one.
You've got 1 more minute to come to an agreement.
Because you're willing to sell them, if you allow me to buy this first substance.
How many people did you How many people are affected?
If I have to take a second, I'm going to sacrifice as well.
30 more seconds. Okay, that's your time up. Whoa. Well, that was exciting. Yes. So can I check in with you? Who came to an agreement?
We just.
Ooh, okay. Who didn't get to an agreement? Okay. So everyone's got to an agreement? Okay, cool. We'll see what happens then. So, with those who didn't get an agreement, I'll start with you if I may. Why not?
I think we believe like our interests are more important. So I was Dr. Wright and he was Dr. Baker. I obviously didn't want millions of people in cities to be very interested.
Thank you. Yes.
So some people don't know what the
You're about the kids.
are though.
I know no one does, that's the fun of it. Don't get my enjoyment. I'll explain all at the right time. So you're all about the kids.
Kids of the entire world.
Of the entire world, yeah. But unfortunately, you did come to an agreement and they're all going to die. So, thanks for caring. Lovely. Let's see how the others did. Sorry, that wasn't scripted. So people who have agreed. Yeah, okay. Imagine what they were like at school. Can I just check? So who wants to tell me what happened? What have you agreed? Come on to me. What's the agreement? What have you agreed?
So the agreement is that the first bunch of this substance will go towards preventing terrorism.
So Dr. Wright has got it, yeah?
Dr. Wright will get the first bunch, but there will be quite a substantial money contribution then being invested in the other research to try to quarantine areas affected in case the epidemic will start.
Right, so you you've gone for Dr. Wright, and you've tried to mitigate the disaster of the children dying by limiting blood. Okay, unfortunately, thousands, if not millions, of children are going to die. But okay, at least you've protected the terrorists. Yeah.
Then it can't spread, and just those.
Nice. I like what you've made up. We're only just. So can I just check in? Those of you, the rest of you have agreed. How many of you also have agreed that Dr. Wright is going to get the Rambutan? Anyone? Okay. So what's your? You've got something different than that.
No, we said we'll let you decide.
Well, let me decide. Well, I'm just going to sell to the highest bidder because I'm a farmer. I'm all about the money.
We're going to bid the exact same and then let you decide. So it's on you.
Oh, nice.
We didn't
Okay.
know.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so you've agreed. You've agreed not to make a decision. Okay. Everyone's side. Let's hope it's not London, eh? So some foreign capital. So you have a different. Ah, now we go.
I was Dr. Baker, and we were after the rind of the rambutan, and Dr. Wright was after the seeds. So
What?
I have to pay 1.8 million. So I was going to buy all of it, and then they was going to contribute their half of 9,000 to us, and we would give them the seeds, and we have the rice and so forth.
Oh, so you sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? You kind of, oh, that was it! Well done!
We did notice the name is not the same.
I have to say, they did finish quite early, and they were looking very smug. And deservedly so, you saved millions of people. But,
It was all weird.
so,
We thought it was a mistake. So mistake, we're not talking about the same thing.
well, you were. So, a beautiful example, yeah? Here we are, we're doing a workshop all on collaboration, and most of us didn't go into collaboration, we went A versus B, yeah? And we didn't find that thing that we had in common. And the thing you didn't have to pay 1.8 million either, by the way, because you're the only people in the market, so the money's not the point that millions are likely to say it is. And recognising that you're not both after Rambutan, you're after seeds or rind. So fantastic, thank you very much. Your names are? Sophie. Lee. Dean. Noted. Excellent. So, what stops us collaborating? Why do most of us do what you did rather than collaborate? Why do we not do like Sophie and Dean? They are our heroes. People to look up to. See, one's embarrassed, one's going, yep. We didn't read it properly. Didn't read it properly, yeah.
I don't know what rind is, so I didn't identify that as a thing. I went to Rambutan.
Right.
Yeah, same here.
Do you see what I mean? I didn't identify that is a thing.
So you know how much research I did on strange fruit? Yeah, look it up. It's a real thing. Rambutan. But it seems to me that when we have different agendas, the different agendas get in the way of our collaboration. And the brief says you're going to meet the other party to have a discussion, and yet we didn't discuss it. All we wanted to do is persuade them that they mustn't do what they want to do because we were more important. And this is what I see happening in the world every single day. Every one of us believes in collaboration, we know it's the right thing to do, and yet we go into meetings and discussions saying, I need to get them to collaborate, i.e. they need to do what I want. That's what most of us think collaboration is. but it isn't. It isn't. And in the world, oh, it works good. I think there's a medium level of collaboration. So that's the way that if things will go well. And then there are things that enhance collaboration, both internal and external factors. Yeah? And of course, you're the experts here. You create environments that enhance collaboration. I know, I've read the website. I've done my research, yeah? You enhance collaboration, yeah? Externally. And what we're going to look at this morning are what are the internal factors that affect collaboration, both enhance and also that detract. Yeah? So we're going to take a look at that and with a few different things. And I'm going to start with a very, very old model that many of you will be familiar with. Just give me a quick show who's familiar with Maslow. Oh, not our brain boxes in the middle. Okay, we've got something on that. Let me explain it very quickly because I don't want to bore the people who know about it. This goes back a long way. Abraham Maslow was a psychologist and a contemporary of Freud. And what I love about Maslow, particularly compared to Freud, a lot of Freud, nearly everything that Freud theorised has been proven to be incorrect with our current level of knowledge. Everything that Maslow said, particularly with regard to this, has been shown to be correct, or at least not unproven with the latest technology that we have understanding about how humans work, and particularly how our brains work. And so Maslow said that we have a number of different needs, and he placed them in a hierarchy of importance, starting at the bottom. And he said our most important needs are our physiological needs, those things we need for our survival, things like sleep and air and water and food and the right temperature. Yeah, all those kind of things matters, and you know this because if you've ever been in a meeting and you need a wee, you can't think about anything else. Yeah? And are you more effective, or are you differently effective when you're hungry? Of course we are. Yeah? Because those physiological needs, when those physiological needs come up, our attention is diverted to it. It's the most important thing in the world. And once our physiological needs are met, Maslow said that we have safety needs, which is why we have houses with locks on them. Yeah? We have a need to feel safe and to be safe. And there's also psychological safety, there's also job safety, there's all of that stuff goes into this space. He then said when those two are met, we have a need for love and belonging. That's love on a personal level, and also in a belonging in a group level, part of a team, part of a company, yeah, part of a next gen. Yeah, we all have a need to belong and to be loved. And when those three needs are met, he said that we then have a further need, which is one for esteem, as to be valued as a human being. And when these four needs are met, he says that we have we're then available for what he calls self-actualization. Yeah? Today we call that things like personal growth. That's when you're available to learn, when you're able to be of service to other people because all your needs are met. Yeah? And the key thing here is that the four bottom needs he called deficiency needs. So if you felt that any of them were deficient, that's where your focus goes. Yeah? So this goes back, I think back to the 1930s, which was probably before any of you were born, if I'm not mistaken. But still relevant today. But I want to talk about what we now know today about the human brain, because we know lots of fascinating stuff. I'm not going to give you a lecture on neuroscience. I'm not qualified to do so. I also don't have the time to do so. But what I'm really interested in is looking at the equipment we use so that we can get the maximum collaboration. You cannot collaborate without your brain, obviously. But most of us don't know how our brains work. And our brains don't help us to tell us how we work. I'm going to give you an example. We'll see what happens. So what I'd like you to do is take your right forefinger and put it in front of you like that. Lovely. Can you all wink? Are you all able to wink with both eyes? No. So you might have to use your hand for the other thing. So what I'd like to do is, wink with your eye that you can wink with.